Hey everybody, welcome. Part 3, I think, of Earthbound walkthrough. Get started shortly. Quality content. Still working on this, so cheers. Don't give me shit about the amount of ice I have in there.
So I'm not going to be coming in today. Thank you.
Gonna be coming in today.
Good job.
Thank you.
Like a child's hands, taken just demands. How can it be so hard? Don't let the road depart. Are we set to learn? Watch your cities burn. We're just at the start. Don't tear our world apart.
Okay, I'm just a little bit freaking out, but what can you do? Seems like the stream is a little bit more stable. But I say that every time. And it always goes spotless, so who knows? Yeah, right. I got the window open. It's, the brightness is gonna slowly wane. But it's okay, we need the light to help us through. Coding overloaded. I don't know why that would happen. I wonder if setting it to like also record simultaneously might be causing problems. I don't know. Let's see. Jeez, I can't even find my SNES emulator right now. Where is that? Oh yeah, there it is. Oh hi, it's a release of Hounds. Hello. What are you up to? I mean, I guess I know what you're up to, but how are you? Jesus. Full belly of foods. Well, I'm glad I could lull you to sleep. Yeah, I had a pretty sizable supper myself. It's delicious. Leftovers. Leftover barbecue. And some steak from the inaugural barbecue. First one of the season. It's a very monumentous occasion. Alright, hanging garden. Let's get some Earthbound. Jesus. It's louder than I remember. So, okay. Oh my god, I can change it fast. Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, boy. I don't remember SNES being this loud. Is it just, do I just have my sound turned up? Really funny. Yeah. Yeah, 31. That's not super loud. Alright. We'll just really enjoy. Hello. Do you want to play? It's not terribly exciting right now because I just started and I don't remember what I was doing. No, he's a lot friendlier than Jason. He looks like him though. Alright, so what was I even doing? Snookums. Love you. Okay, so we got Jeff on our side now. Alright, I remember every place has a hint place you can go to. Kind of a cheap out, but I could do that. Maybe the hidden road in the graveyard is safe. Okay, no, we already did that, right? So I think we need to turn this tent back. Oh yeah, look at them, they're all running in. People used to call me evil. These zombies are much more scary. I love how if kids are home to escape to this tent, how scary the zombies are. Oh, I just don't know. An object was flying around and crashed in the graveyard. It looked like it was straight up a Saturday morning cartoon. Wow, did you come here in that flying contraption? Yes, I did. Ooh, actually, I should check my inventory. Oh. Goods. What does a hand-aid do? Hand-made band-aid. Heals your wounded body. Got after one use. So many items that are just like meh. Take up as much space as something that isn't meh. Pesticide spray is dumb. Pop gun. Hang on. It's not better, right? Wait, so... Oh, well, I'm just gonna drop that. I don't even care about money. I don't even give a flip. What I understand, money is pretty... readily available. Okay. have a chance to do anything. So, I know what I need to do. Like, I know what happens there, but I can't remember how to do it. I remember this guy sells bottle rockets, right? Ooh, toy air gun. Yeah, he sells regular old bottle rockets. So wait, where's the drugstore? It's right next to me. Okay. Says that you're playing Modern Warfare. Oh, I actually changed it this time, and I guess I just didn't click update. Okay. Oh, I relaunched OBS since I switched it, and I didn't click update like a dummy. What the fuck is going on? It's really hard to type like this. Okay. Thank you. See, now it says Earthbound. Did the whole time. Just didn't know. All right. Can't remember how much it was, so let's just say 300. Kink. I've got what you need. I guess I'll be yes. Oh. Okay. Rumor that it's underground pathway, graveyard that takes you somewhere. Bring you through the path. You'll meet a dirty, stinky, ugly, powerful monster. Wet my pants just thinking about it. Oh god. Up here? Alright, fine. Chucky's suck. Okay, so I have to do the zombie thing first. Green speed is still to one enemy, right? baby. Wait, level. So, it's actually missing health. Nope. Nope. Nobody. See, this is where my memory falls apart. I can't remember what to do now. Checking for secrets. I'm gonna be a coward. $60. Fine. There's another tent? Yes. Yes. There is another tent. I totally forgot about that. Oh, gosh. Dummy, but, well, what's I figured it out all by myself. Truth is, I work for Muslims. For my own protection. Fly, honey. Bees make honey and flies make fly honey. Checks out. Zombie leader is strong because he always eats peanut butter and fly honey sandwiches. Lots of fly honey stored in the tent to the south. Delivered to the zombie leader soon. Convenient that. Do I need more PSI or am I good? Are you scared? I will. Alright, 10. It's gonna be intense. Boogie trap. What does Flash do again? Okay. Okay, so there's bash. And do freeze B. Spy, sure, why not? It's useless otherwise. 16. No, slip. Good to know. Healing, fix that. This might be bad. Teddy bear. Yes! Oh, that was close. Poor Paula and Jeff. Almost bit it. Cool. Cool.
Hey.
Oh, hey, what's up, man?
Not much, man. How about you?
How's it? Just playing some Earthbound. It's like
Nice,
super
sounds
loud. I don't know why it's so loud right today. I don't know. I don't remember it
Weird.
being this loud. But I haven't played it since I moved to this computer.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're on your new computer.
Yeah. Although
It's louder.
Yeah, it's louder. You joke, but it actually kind of is. If I plug in the headphones, finish a pretty unique event.
Is that like an issue with like the sound drivers, or is that just like the way it's set up by default that some are louder than others? Because it seems so weird.
Yeah, this is like, well, I don't know. It's really hard to compare because like I'm using a USB sound card right now. So obviously the power delivery of a USB device is going to be different than like the motherboard, you know. So that's generally what it is like different power deliveries. It's kind of like how, you know, for headphones, depending on the impedance of your drivers, it's like they'll suggest that you get like an amp or something to boost the power going to the headphones. So it sounds
Okay.
better.
Oh no, sorry. Discord keeps booting me out anytime like I try to like check my messages or anything.
Oh, really?
Not always. It seems like it's just sometimes. I don't know why. I'm just gonna close every other app I have open and see if maybe I just have too many open, and it'll let me swap between one but not 15, maybe.
Yeah, I've been loving and hating my new computer. It's like the tinkerer in me is just going crazy because I'm like I can't stop tinkering with it.
Why? What are you tinkering with?
Well, I never had a small computer before, and I never had one that like I had fans that I could control the speed of.
Oh, okay.
So now I'm like just monitoring the temperatures and fiddling with different dials to try and just like tinkering with it for an eternity at this point, and I'm still not satisfied with it. Like it just.
I think that'll fade away over time.
Oh, for sure. Like I'm never satisfied with how I got it. I'm always like, it's like right now I got it like pretty quiet, but it's doing this stupid thing where it like ramps up and then down and up and down. So it's like, yeah. It's like it's so annoying. It's like I'd rather it just be one constant speed, but.
Yeah, anytime my computer makes any like abnormal sound, I'm just like, oh no, here it goes. I feel like mine's gonna die any day at all anyway, but it hasn't given me any issues. It still works perfectly. But
you're just like waiting for the shoe to drop.
yeah, I know, and it's like I've had so many shitty computers where they only last like a few years and then they're basically just going to the garbage.
Yeah.
But I've had this one for like many years, and it's just like, how is it still working as good as it works?
It's a laptop?
No, it's desktop.
Oh, okay. Drop some of this stuff. I don't know. Maybe I should sell it. I'll figure it out.
I thought that said travel cream instead of travel churn.
Travel cream.
It's like travel cream.
You don't take travel cream?
No, I don't take travel cream.
How do you travel without cream?
It's a different time now, Louis.
Nobody travels. So how have things been with you?
Good. Living the old government life, I guess. Getting paid from the government because I got laid off.
Oh, you got laid off after. Last we were talking, I didn't think you were laid off.
No, they held me as long as they could. They're still holding my job and everything, but it's just
good.
like they just can't afford to have me there for nothing.
Yeah, fair
And
enough.
they're supposed to get approved for that CEWS soon, so I'm supposed to be like back on payroll in 2 weeks.
Good.
So that'll be cool. I mean, $2,000 a month from the government's not bad, but it's not. You can't survive on it when you're used to over $3,000 a month.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like It's a drop in the bucket, all things considered. It's better, good that they're doing something, but like, for a lot of people,
Yeah.
that's not a whole lot of money. It's like if
They don't even give me a per diem for Funko Pops. It's ridiculous.
How could one survive?
Yeah. What am I supposed to eat if I can't eat Funko Pops?
I mean, they do kind of sound delicious when you say like Funko Pops.
It's funny because they look good enough to eat too. I'm just like, I'd eat that.
Oh man, that just the thought of chawing down. I'm like,
It would be weird if we ate food that was cute. That would be kind of strange. That would make us a pretty evil culture, I think.
I mean, we kind of do. It's cute before we turn it into food.
What's the cutest food then, do you think?
Maybe veal, I guess. Or like...
Oh my god! Veal is not cute! I mean, it's cute before they turn it into veal.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I
mean,
said
like,
before.
Finished food, like, it's on your plate and it's cute. What is it?
Oh, cupcakes. I gotta...
Kinda, though.
Yeah,
It would definitely be a dessert.
It would be a dessert for sure. Yeah,
or a strawberry with googly eyes.
As strawberries typically do, Just...
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Oh, fuck me. I have to go to sleep now, don't I? And I think I just did that a moment ago. Is that what I have to do, or do I need to talk to somebody? I can't remember. Been too long. I'm officially at the part of the game where my memory is like slowly getting flaky. Oh yeah, I do.
That's good though, because it'll be a bit fresh to you.
Yeah, it's like I remember the parts, but I don't remember.
Have you finished this more than once, or no?
I would say probably on 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, well.
I finished it when I was a kid, and I finished it, when I was a bigger kid. And I finished it fairly recently, like I would say probably 5 years ago or so, on my Raspberry Pi.
Oh, nice. So you're in Paradise now, right?
Yeah.
Weren't you guys somewhere else before that, though?
No, we were in, Jenny lived down on,
Yeah, but I thought I know when you and Jenny and Jenny's mom before she passed. Was that where you guys were all living there in Paradise?
Pretty much. Yeah, I mean, since we left town, this is the only place we lived.
Oh, really?
There was a temporary stopgap where Jenny and her mom, right when she went to the hospital, pretty much they were renting a place downtown, but that was very brief. That was only a month or so.
Yeah, I must have just got confused with you and someone else or something, because I thought that you were living somewhere outside of town, but not Paradise, so I must have just got confused.
Hey, Neuver Never? No, I give up. But hi! Still trying to say Paula? That part
Somebody
is
in chat?
actually... Yeah.
I'm gonna sign in just so that I can chat with anybody that kind of pops in, just so they don't feel alone.
I was able to arrest my zombies because of your help. Taught those stupid zombies a lesson. Look at them all. I'll blame you after my death, in quotes. I'll blame you for the rest of my life, in quotes. Dialogue is so stupid.
I hate how Twitch is asking for my username, but I don't know my username. I just know my email. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, we just fought Boogie Tent. And this is shortly thereafter. The paper really works, so I hope someone comes comes out with pretty girl paper. That's gross. Gross, that wasn't a nice thing to say. At least he's self-conscious about it. Okay, so now that all the zombies are in here, that means I can get up and get to what's his face? Barf dude. Can't remember his name. Was it Barf? Count King Barf or something? I don't fucking remember.
Yeah, I certainly don't know.
Oh man. Why does my stomach hurt? I say as I'm drinking whiskey straight.
Oh man, I don't know how you can drink whiskey. I can't drink anything straight. It's gross.
Well, I would have figured, back when you were drinking, I figured.
No, I think a lot of people saw me mix some 70-30 drinks that were fucking offensive, but never 100%. Although 70-30 number is different.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically giving a splash of color.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like my dad with coffee. He puts in like 3 grains of sugar in his coffee, and I'm like, just why are you even like putting in sugar anymore?
Yeah, it seems pointless at that point.
But it's just like it's a mental thing. It's like, oh, I don't like it without it. Gotta have that little bit of sweetness in there. Just that mental sweetness.
Yeah, it probably is more of a mental thing at this point.
Oh, for sure.
There's like so many people who quit smoking, but like just holding something in their hand sometimes is enough to work.
Yeah, and like if you have something that you can pretend to puff on, it's like Matthew was that way. I mean, he had a vape, but like the vape that he was using was a little more than just like something you can puff on. It never had nicotine in it. I don't think back then. Yeah.
No, I enjoy that. A lot of people are using those ones where like you can slowly reduce the amount of nicotine that's in them.
Is that a different thing? Like, what do you?
No, it's like one of those Juul ones or whatever. But, like
okay.
You can get them with like a percentage of nicotine, and then you can like wean yourself off, basically. It's kind of strange.
Oh god.
Anything that gets people to quit smoking, I'm down for it.
Yeah, me too. I am not in a good way. I got careless. Alright, might have to go back up.
I'm still trying to figure out my fucking Twitch login.
What does a hand-aid do? Heals your wounded body. Does it work on poison? Oh, I just healed him. Oh, well, I guess that's good. Oh, boy. I do have a couple life noodles. Should I use that already? Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
Life noodles?
Yeah, life noodles.
Seems real.
It's totally wasteful to use it right now, but... How do I get rid of poison? I think I have a refreshing herb, don't I? I'll probably do it. I'm just going whole hog and using all my items. I don't even give a shit. I tend to hoard items in this game, so I'm like...
I hoard items in pretty much every game.
Let's open the casket. Ta-da! There's a skip sandwich, DX inside. Cool. DX. 19XDX. Oh gosh. Wasn't paying attention. Bum rush. Okay, can I use healing on a zombie? That'd be kind of fun. No, you can't use it against opponents.
I'm surprised by that because it just seems like one of those games where you'd be able to do something like that.
I know, I always find that funny in games. Do you ever play Final Fantasy VI? You're not a big Final Fantasy fan, right?
No, I stopped at 3 was the last one I played.
Okay, well, I mean, are you talking about the North American version? That's 6.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah, that's the last one I played.
Okay. Golly, man, these guys...
I tried playing the most recent one, but I just couldn't get into it at all. I didn't like the
15.
controls or how... Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't like how it looked. I didn't like anything about it, honestly.
That is in the Game Pass, and I thought of trying it out. 'Cause
Yeah, that's why I tried it too, actually.
I figured that would be the case. I wanted to like I tried it when the demo was out, but I could not get into it. Like I don't have the patience to get into games like that nowadays. I'm like, ugh, too many concepts you're throwing at me all at once in this brief tutorial.
Yeah.
Just gonna freeze this guy. See if that does anything. Golly, takes so much damage. Oh man, I'm so screwed. Fuck off.
Alright. Finally got signed in. Had to reset my password. No shock there.
You had to reset your password?
Yeah. I've got like 6 different passwords that I used, and I just didn't remember which one it was. So it's like, alright. Go back to the drawing board. Start at the original password.
Yeah, I know that feel. Oh my lord. This part sucks. I really should just be cheesing it and like despawning the enemies, but where's the fun in that?
How do you despawn them? Like leave and come back or something?
Yeah, you just like if they even go out of screen, they'll despawn.
Huh.
Handy. So you can cheese like the majority of encounters in this. But I don't like doing that because it's cheesy. And I want to get experience. Can't get experience when you just run past all the enemies.
He's called the urban zombie.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Silver bracelet, huh? Must be equipped on your arm, increase your defense. Okay. Guess I should give that to Paula, right? She needs all the defense she can get. Although Jeff is kind of weak too. Yeah, what I was saying is in a... there it is. In Final Fantasy 6 or 3, depending on which way you look at it, they had a train in that. It's like fairly early on in the game. There's like a ghost train. And what's funny about it is, well, for one, there's a character named Sabin, I never knew how it was pronounced. And he has a suplex move, and you can suplex the train. It's fucking hilarious. Because it's like this train that takes up like a third of the screen, and he just jumps over, grabs it, puts it on his back, and like, fucking just suplexes it straight up.
Oh man, I have to see that.
And they also allow you to cast, or not cast, but use a Phoenix Down, which is like the revive item in Final Fantasy games. So you can just use that on it and kill it immediately. So like you
Wow,
just revive it,
that's
and
cool.
it's like, let's see, goods. Jar of fly honey. Does this work? Mini
Oh
barf.
man, his face is so cute. Look at it.
Just like,
He looks like that Muppet. I can't remember his name.
oh, Beaker almost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Or he also looks like the yop.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. What are their names?
The aliens.
Beaker had the same. Yeah. Beaker had the same mouth though. That like. Mouth.
I think they're called the yops or something like that. Can't remember. I'm just being super ballsy here. I'm probably gonna die.
Smash.
Alright, I should probably just recover some health here because I'm hurting for certain.
Yeah. Two characters are almost under 30. Oh lord.
This is
Did they tell you what his health is?
No. Of course
I
not.
hate that.
That'd be too helpful.
I always find it with sometimes you get like newer RPGs and like you'll have an item that will tell you that information. So you have to have it equipped. So like that seems so weird.
Or in this one, I can't remember. Oh no, you can spy on them and get like a bit of information, like their defense and offense and stuff. But it won't tell you their health.
Okay.
In some games, you can just you can do that and to spy on them and get the information that you need. Master Belch, is that what it is? York?
2500 XP.
This is one of my favorite parts of the game. Saturn Valley.
This has to be like one of the only Nintendo franchises they haven't touched in like so long. I mean, they haven't done F-Zero in a while, but they haven't done anything with this franchise in
I mean,
like 2 decades.
They'll throw, they got like the characters in Smash, but that's about it.
Yeah. They should let the team that made Octopath Traveler make a new one. They'd have fun with this franchise.
They did make a Game Boy Advance game called Mother 3.
Did they?
Yeah, which is like the direct sequel to this one, but that was a while ago now. It's pretty good from what I recall. Actually, let's go bash this guy and do freeze and oh yeah. Farm zombie. So the other one was a urban zombie, this one's farm zombie. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can tell the difference.
Yeah.
I like how this one's a guy, but like it almost looks like maybe it was supposed to be a girl at one point. With green nipples.
Oh, sweet. Getting all the cool items. What does healing bee do? Okay, go status, right? Yeah, here we go. Cover. Here's
If you need me to look
poison
anything
content.
up while you're playing too, just so you can keep going, let me know and I can just open up a tab for you.
Cool.
I'm not doing anything.
Hopefully I won't need to. So far as I don't think the next little while is going to be too hard.
No, I think the only time you'll probably need any help is like when we were trying to figure out what the protractor did the other day.
Oh yeah. I can't believe
Because like
those-
stuff like that, there's like no way to find out within the game itself. Like the game never tells you that
Yeah.
it's a useless item.
I can't believe that those things were useless all along. And I've been carrying them around most playthroughs.
Well, you don't want to like get caught without them either, right? Like you finally find a secret where someone needs a ruler, and you're just like, I didn't pick it up.
Oh god. Red
What is it? The protractor, the ruler, and there's one other item too.
I think it was just those two, wasn't it?
Is it?
Oh,
I can't remember. Actually, you know what? The more I think back at it, the more I think Doug did check as well. He said it was just the two.
Yeah, I think it was just those. It wouldn't surprise me if there are other items in the game that are just totally useless though.
I really don't like in games with limited inventory where they do stuff like that to you.
Especially in this game where it's so limited. Oh, Violet Roche. it's possible. Let's see. Sound. Settings.
Settings.
Settings. Like, I don't... Oh, right. I could do this in Windows, can't I? Let's see. Oh, shit. Didn't mean to minimize my webcam. Whoops. Volume mixer. Here we go. Ah, of course, SN X is in there. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. So peaceful, so quiet. Like, I love the music of this game, but it's like blaring in my ears.
Yeah, I enjoy it too, and at the same time, I feel like I wouldn't be enjoying it if I had to listen to it like that often, that loud.
Well, I can't even, like, you know, I don't even know if I'm yelling at this rate, because I'm just like... Alright. Goods. Skip sandwich. Sure. Whee! Hoo-wee. Oh. I feel like I can breathe fire. Are you vaping?
Vaping hard.
Vape Nation.
Vape Nation.
We feel groove. Hi ho, me, Mr. Saturn.
I'm not looking forward to the day when they just officially announce that these weed vape carts have been like destroying me internally for a long time.
Yeah, I know that feel.
But until they officially announce it, I'm going hard.
Broken Iron became the slime generator. Cool. What does that do? Can't even remember.
What's with the weird way his font is? Is that something to do with the character?
Yeah, it's just all these characters are they're adorable. And
What are they? Are they aliens or something?
They never expressly say, but
It just looks like a nose with legs.
yeah,
Essentially.
and like a little bow on their heads. I love them so much, and they speak in like very weird dialect.
Yeah, they're frighteningly cute.
Yeah, I've got a sticker. Oh, I was gonna say I got a sticker of them on my computer, but it's on my old computer. No, what? I have to upgrade my computer.
You're still using your old computer though, right?
No, I had to steal a bunch of parts from it in order to make the new one.
Oh, okay.
By a bunch of parts, I mean the hard drives and graphics card, because I don't know, the market got a little bit terrible there. So if I wanted to buy all that, I'd have to pay a premium, and I wasn't ready to do that.
What graphics card do you have?
GTX 1070.
Oh, okay.
So it's not a bad little card, even though it's a bit dated now. It's still pretty solid. It can handle pretty much any. Like, I'm only playing 1080 aside from VR.
I'm always surprised by like how long you can really get out of a graphics card as long as you're not incredibly picky.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I can run most games on like high, settings at 1080p and get 60 FPS. So I'm not.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, I'm not hurting there, thankfully. But if I wanted to push it to like, 1440p, or if I wanted to get like higher frame rates, like 144 hertz, then that would be a bit of an ask. Base secret. Base behind Grapefruit Falls. Password I tell. What does it? Belch man say password, then stand still, wait for 3 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what to say to that. It's quite the
Or
riddle.
life. Ding. Keep saying like boing and ding and stuff like that. Great. A wild one. Alright, where's the store? I'm gonna stock up on some shit. Here we are. I can do all for you. What do you want, Zoom? Thank you. Boing.
We don't say boring enough.
No, it's true.
We really start working it into our vocab.
Right. The fuck is a stang beetle?
What's the horn of life do?
I think, if I remember correctly, it's similar to the cup of life noodles in that it just revives you and brings you back to full life. I might be wrong on that.
It's fucking expensive, man. $1,700.
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna buy all these things. Which of you carry this burden?
Is the bionic slingshot any good?
No, slingshots in this game suck. Because they just force you to miss all the time.
Sure, a big damage boost?
Yeah, like they do more damage, but you miss a lot and you can't get smash hits. Like you never go smash. So they're terrible.
It's quite the trade-off, though. It doesn't seem very balanced.
Nah, they're
Can you get your luck or your accuracy up, or no?
maybe, but I just never bother with it.
So many games like this, like any game that I play, where like there'll be items and weapons that I don't even like use or pick up. I'm just like, I know what it is, and I know I'm not interested.
Yeah. Let's see. Great charm and silver bracelet. Silver bracelet. Yeah. Alright, so should I buy any items for this guy? The special herb or whatever is probably good to get. Refreshing herb. Oh no, secret herb. What's secret herb? I'm gonna buy one just so I can find out what it does.
It's funny you said that because I was literally opening up a tab with every item in the game so that I could just kind of look some of them up as you're playing, because I don't want to have to ask you what everything is. You know?
May revive a friend who is unconscious. Okay, secret herb revives him anyway. In addition, it also works well on poison, nausea, cold, sunstroke, falling asleep, uncontrollable crying, and feeling strange. It's effective when you have paralysis or have been demonized. Wow. Those are pretty
This
good.
list even has like error rates. That's kind of cool.
Error
So it'll be
rates?
like your error rate, yeah. So that I guess that would probably be your chance to miss.
Oh wow.
I'm guessing. What item did you just pick up? I just want to check it and see if this is accurate.
I got 2 secret herbs.
Secret herb.
I spent a lot of money here.
It's not even on the list. What's going on here? Oh, they're not alphabetical? Are you fucking retarded? What kind of list is not alphabetical? Oh, yeah, it hurts my
non-alphabetized
fucking
one.
Why would anybody do such a thing, though?
Yeah, it does seem like a
Holy
fool's
shit.
errand. Okay, wait, did I already save? I can't remember. Yeah, I saved, right?
You slept a couple of
Yeah,
times there in a row.
I'm still gonna save here anyway, just to make sure, because now that I bought everything, I don't want to have to fucking reload.
Dude, I had to check 3 lists before I found one that was alphabetized. That's absurd.
Can't you just use Control F?
Fuck that, dude.
Control
I don't
F.
want to
F
touch the
stands for
keyboard.
fuck.
I want to be able to do everything, even to like look up this game. I just copy and paste Earthbound from your title. I don't want to get up and get the key.
Fair enough.
I'm at that level of laziness where I'm just copying and pasting words to make sense, so I don't have to pick up the keyboard.
Oh shit. Oh no.
So what did you say the secret herb does?
Like it basically heals anything, and
Yeah.
it also revives you.
Yeah, okay, that's what the list says there. Cool. Cool.
Interesting. I like how the music gets like kind of quiet when you're in a tunnel. It's kind of neat effect.
This has to be the first game to have done that.
I wonder.
Like, I can only think of a couple of modern games that have even done that. Like, they did it in the Messenger. Shovel Knight, I guess? Like, I can't remember them doing that, but Shovel Knight seems like the game where they would do that as well.
Oh, Shovel Knight.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of the best games of the last decade, I think.
Well, man, when you consider the amount of game you get out of it, especially like if you got it early and didn't have to pay, the full price for it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think I even got it on full price for like $20, and it's still like a steal when I look back at all the game that I got for $20.
Exactly. Yeah, because a friend of mine, Chris, he bought it. Do you know Chris Brockerville? I can't remember if you met him or not.
The name sounds familiar, but I certainly don't remember him, or if I did meet him, it would have been just maybe once.
Gotcha, yeah. Really nice dude, but yeah, he loves his like classic platformers like that, but he's kind of miffed about that one because he bought it on like Switch or something, and like to get the expansions you had to pay money or something. I don't know, I can't remember. It's like it worked out that he would have to pay more money in order to get the full game, and I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
It's a great game to have to miss out on.
It's easy to expect to pay certain prices for certain types of games, but like if they like just came up to me and said this game is $50, I'd be like, well, that sucks, but like here's $50, like, take it.
Yeah.
But I'm just letting you know that this sucks.
I'm just throwing it out there. This is not garbage.
Because like Cuphead was like $25, and it's like that's a $20 game, like don't go 25. It's like, I don't know. It seems like games should be like either $10 or $20 or $50, or that's pretty much. Like, I find it weird when a game's like $32. It's like,
Well, it depends, I guess. Certain games are kind of
for sure.
are steal at 36, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
It's like, but game pricing has gotten pretty bonkers over the years.
Did you hear one of those game key websites got busted? Was it G2A?
Oh, really? Man, those
Yeah.
guys are always in the news for they're just, everyone hated them for the longest time.
Well, like they
Something's
got
wrong.
all cocky and they were just like, no, it's like full transparency. Like if anybody wants to come check it out and we're wrong, like we'll pay you. Like I think they said it was 4 times what you technically lost. And it's like some like little Japanese developer called them on it, and then they had to pay him out like 42 grand.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm surprised
sucks
more
that it
people
goes
didn't go after him though.
Yeah. So it just can't be arsed.
I guess, but it's still like I remember buying game keys like 5 or 10 years ago, and like thinking that it just didn't seem like something that was gonna last for some reason. I don't know why, but
It's pretty shady. Some of the companies like G2A, like I say, they've always been one of the shadier ones.
basically the article was saying that like it's all, or like most of it is from stolen credit cards. Like even though they're not the ones stealing the credit cards, they're like buying them from people who are. And it's like, it seems so weird.
Yeah, it's I can't say much because I've made avail of sites like that, and I probably will again. But
Oh, for sure. If they're gonna give you a brand new $70 game for $5, you'd be idiot not to take it.
well,
Like,
like when I built this
for-
computer, I had to reactivate Windows because Windows is tied to your motherboard, and switch over motherboard to a new one. Alright, now this is the part where I have to wait for 3 minutes without touching the controller.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's so funny. But yeah, and like Windows is normally what, like $120 or something?
I haven't paid for a while.
Well, that's the shit. Like I bought so many copies of Windows over the years, and I'll just go to eBay. Like, fucking, I paid $6 taxes in for this copy of Windows.
Windows for me at this point is just it's tied to my overall Microsoft account. 'Cause, like I have Microsoft handles all my cloud storage,
Right.
and just a couple of programs that they have that I'm in, and it's all subscription, and Windows is included in that.
Gotcha. Yeah,
So that's kind of nice because then, like, I could just anytime I get a new PC, I just sign into Windows, and it's like you own Windows.
good.
And that's it,
Yeah,
right?
but that's still only good for a certain number of installs. Like it's after a while you will have to reactivate it. But now you'll probably, it'll probably be on Windows, God knows what at that point. So who knows?
Yeah.
But even still, like they'll probably auto upgrade you to the next one, and you might run into it at some point where you just have to get a new one. Cause, in my case, my original copy I bought back in 2013, but it was from a now defunct website called NCIX, and they sold me an OEM copy, which is supposed to be like the copy that the like basically for people that put together computers. So it was like a little bit cheaper. I think it was still $100 at the time. But because I had that OEM copy, the license is only good for one computer.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yeah, but if you buy like a typical license, then that's good for like multiple different computers. It's very strange. But
Kind of hope how much fucking money I give them a year that they just like never ask me to pay for Windows again. 'Cause
well,
it's
like I say,
ridiculous.
man, like $6 off eBay. Like, even if they like the code ends up like deactivating itself for whatever reason, I'll just go spend another $6 and get it. Like, I'm not worried about it. Like,
You'd
I
have to
think,
get scammed like 10 times in a row. Where you'd be
yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know what? I'm not gonna do this an 11th
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous. So I can't say anything. Yep, just wait.
Yep.
Has it not been 3 minutes yet? Oh, there we go. Okay, you may
Yeah.
enter.
That's so weird that they would make a kid figure that out. I guess it's not like super difficult to figure out, but if like you just spam through that conversation, you'd be lost. I don't think I've ever seen this area. Just these wall textures look different to me.
Ooh, PSI caramel.
I like that a lot of them still have faces on them, kind of, even though it's bent holes, but kind of gives you that Mario feel where like everything has eyes on it.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean, yeah.
You know? Even though some of them have 3 eyes, so it's obviously just bent, but it's still cool. Jesus Christ. 5
Yeah.
urban zombies. No, farm zombies. They look like urbans from a distance.
Farm to table zombies.
Are these free range zombies?
I should have used. I kind of went overkill on these guys, but I got scared when there was 4 of them.
It looked like 5 when they ran up to you, but I guess I must.
Skip sandwich. Hey. Offense up. Wow, I look forward to never using that. Let's see, there's a bomb inside. Alright, I gotta start using some of these bombs. Fucking skip sandwiches, who cares?
There's so many items in this game. It's crazy.
Yeah, there are a lot of items. Coffee. I seem to remember these guys are kind of pushovers.
They look like it, but these games can be deceiving like
Yeah.
that.
In certain enemies cast brain shock. I don't know that it ever works. Like, I don't think I've ever been successfully attacked by brain shock. Oh my god.
You're probably just in shock.
My brain.
I just kind of want to know what that feels like. It's got to be worse than brain freeze, I would think.
Okay. Good job, guys. Sweet. It's a good way to get experience anyway. 5 foppies. 2,600 experience. Not bad.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah, like they're not even running up to you at this point. They're just like chilling out, and you're like, get him!
Like, ah! So if you get that green swirl, then you get like a sneak attack, so you can take them out real easy and get lots of experience. It's kind of interesting mechanic. It's like, yeah, catch them off guard, then you get a sneak attack.
The characters themselves don't show up visibly backwards, so are they? You just get the swirl to tell you?
Yeah, I mean they'll show up like, the Mistress Saturn's being made to work. Sad. But they'll turn their back to you, kind of thing. So.
Oh, will they? Okay.
Yeah. Tired, but so good. Dang. Oh no. Oh my god. Mostly bad fly.
The sprite for those things is so fucking small.
What the
The fly.
Oh yeah, like before you
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like 4 pixels.
I mean, come on. And I wish South Park was like on right now. I feel like that's all we need.
I keep worried I'm like not gonna hear about it, so like once a week I'll just go online and check the torrent sites and see if it's back yet. I'm just like, come on, because the last episode was the Christmas episode, the Christmas special.
What does thunder do to enemy? To one enemy? To lame. I'm not in a good way here. Ah, a call for help? It's cheating.
Hello.
Oh,
Hey,
hi.
what's going on?
Not much. Just week.
Just finished Wake? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'm getting sick of this. Not you.
I just got here.
I'm already sick of you. Oh my gosh. They keep calling for help. This is bullshit. And I can't stop crying. Just like real life.
What are you homesick?
No, I get stinky breath.
Oh, okay. Holy shit, man. Sometimes sitting around doing nothing takes a good one out of you.
Don't I know it. Oh my god. I'm so sick of this battle. I can't kill anything because I'm fucking won't stop crying. Alright. Please somebody actually connect. Oh, are you kidding me? He's still alive? How? Just gonna use fucking my special psi abilities. I'm like almost out of PP. I know there's a psychic butterfly around here somewhere. It's gotta be, right?
Gots to be.
The hose wake.
Pretty good. I don't know. Felt super long. It was just kind of bleh. It bummed me out to be working 12 to 8 on such a nice day.
Oh yeah. That makes me feel like I spent the whole day inside anyway, so.
Yeah.
It's generally where I stay. I love it. This basically just gives me an excuse to not feel bad about it.
Yeah, it's like I do spend most of my time indoors, but on nice days I like to at least get out and, I don't know, go for a little stroll, or even if I just sit outside in the sunshine for a bit, but I didn't really get a chance to do any of that, so it was kind of bummed out.
Alright, so I should be able to just farm this area and keep getting my PP back. Yay, cheating.
Gotta get your PP up.
It is a stream after all. He is important.
Yeah.
It's a PP stream. Alright, maxed out. Boy howdy.
Where does that butterfly keep coming from? There's no windows in here. He's like, I'm back.
He's an underground butterfly.
Yeah. Wee. I wish I could hear the music.
You can.
Suppose it could.
Yeah, it is kind of annoying that you can't do both, sort of thing.
Hmm.
What's up, cats?
Hey, what's
Hey.
up, cool cats and
brother?
kittens?
Norm!
Are you Norm now? Is that?
No, it's a Cheers reference.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying.
Ah, there we go.
I mean, so the implication is.
Cheers, featuring Ted Danson. Should
That's
give you
Sam.
more info.
Yeah, that one.
Weeknights at 7. Come on.
Ted.
Okay. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's gonna cast Healing B. Oh, that's nice of him. Alright, I gotta stop that. Can't let him use my valuable PP.
How's the bandwidth working out tonight?
Seems to be going really well, actually. Knock on wood.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a working face cam here.
Dude, you will not believe the fucking trouble I have with my face cam. I don't know what the hell's going on. Like, I've been writing back and forth with their droid, and they're like, we're stuffed. We don't fucking know what's going on. They're like, yeah, we'll hand it along to a technical team, and if we figure out, yeah, we'll let you know. I'm like, okay, well, that's just the end of this then, okay.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if I have one pair of headphones plugged in and load up my webcam, the audio goes down to like almost like nothing. If I put it through my TV, it's fine. If I go through, if I have two different pairs of headphones connected, then it works fine. But it's like, it doesn't make any sense. There's no rhyme or reason for it.
Yeah, that's bonkers.
But whatever. I found out a way to make it work, as long as I keep an extra pair of headphones in. And to make matters even stranger, this time I forgot to plug in the pair of headphones, but it still worked without incident, so I don't know what's going on.
Plot thickens.
Yeah. The only thing I did was mess with my fan curve. That's the only thing I've done since. And like I tried.
I should have fixed it.
Yeah, that's gotta be it, right?
It's like some RAM incompatibility fucking chemistry there. Or alchemy.
Yeah.
Alchemy.
Man, I sometimes hate computers. It's like,
Yeah,
what the hell?
Have you angered a witch recently?
I mean, show me what I haven't angered would be easier.
Am I right?
Did you
Yeah.
ever repent for hitting that gypsy's kid with your car?
I did steal a witch's sage.
I kiss you.
I did deny an old hag a bank loan.
Yeah, there you
What
go.
was it? Fucking,
What?
what was
Drag
that?
me to hell.
Drag me to hell.
Dinner.
Yeah. Well,
What are some other gypsies cursed?
Snatch, you know? They curse a lot.
We call them the Roma now.
Oh, okay. Well, no, there's different types of gypsies. I mean, that's just one type of gypsy.
Sounds like you're being a real gypsy racist.
Oh, dude. All this,
Real gymnast. What were you saying, man?
this combos reminded me that I watched the first 2 episodes of Gangs of London after.
Oh, cool. How was it?
Hot damn. What a show. Especially that first episode. It's like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I
So
heard.
you really gotta
BBC
buckle up.
Sherlock type.
Yeah, totally. For that first episode, anyway. The rest are an hour. But that
Okay.
first episode, like if you want to get a feel for the show, I feel like the first episode does a pretty good job. Obviously, I guess being an hour and a half, but man, so many cool scenes, and I mean it's super violent, so I wouldn't recommend it to everybody. But
To me.
It's violent. I've seen RoboCop once or twice.
exactly, yeah.
I can
I've
deal
seen
with graphic violence.
the best RoboCop 3. Do you
He's
remember?
got a child on a jetpack.
Yes, man. What more do you need?
Do you remember the TV show, the live-action TV show? I mean, it's like Canadian
Series,
produced.
which is Canadian
Yeah,
produced.
Canadian produced.
By like the FX people.
Yeah,
Not the channel FX, but FX, The Art of Illusion.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God, remember that TV show?
Yeah, so weirdly
FX.
enough.
Oh, that was so weird. I still loved it.
There's something about Canadian productions that you could just fucking smell, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
they're all sharing the same camera or something.
I don't know what it is.
You make it seem like seeing Bret the Hitman Hart on Medicine Woman is out of character.
And he was wearing the same spandex, right? Like,
Yeah. He was on an episode of Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, though.
yeah, I figured.
Pretty funny.
I figured he did just pull that out of nowhere. even you would have a hard time. Yeah.
I better clarify. He's he's doing some shitty horror movie now, and it looks like it was shot on like a Razor flip phone or something. It looks so bad.
It's funny that you
Done
mentioned
for like a budget of like $3,000, and it looks like they gave $2,000 to that to Bret Hart to be in it.
Brett doesn't work cheap.
I remember seeing a movie recently. I think it was called Unsane. It was entirely shot on iPhones. It was interesting. It was actually really good. But they did some really interesting shots with it too. Like they set up like crazy tracking shots and stuff. But it was shot entirely on iPhone. So it was like the quote on the tin, I guess. It's like the shot entirely.
You can get some nice little rigs for like making the iPhone like move on tracks and stuff, and like this is so much cheaper than like buying a track for like a full-size camera.
Oh yeah, you can get those little like handheld gimbals that'll fucking do well, and then you can just like pop that on a skateboard or a fucking rollerblade. It'll go.
Yeah,
You know?
it's crazy.
Man, at the beginning of this whole, let's call it medical emergency, I don't want to get you demonetized.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, Erica is stuck on some horror movie called Pandemic, which is not that horrible documentary. And now I've said the P word. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
But it was,
Demonetized.
yeah. But it was like all shot in first person, like with just fucking GoPros strapped to all the actors' heads, I guess. And like had very like FMV video game vibes because everyone's like looking into the camera, like breaking the fourth wall and being like, "All right, are we ready for this?" And it's basically just a fucking like low budget zombie movie that used that as like both the way to hide that it was a really cheap movie and a weird like hardcore Henry kind of selling point.
It's creative, at least, I guess.
You know what?
Yeah.
A horror movie did that well. Wreck or record, whatever you want to call it. You ever seen
Oh, I
that
never
shit?
saw that.
But I mean, that's more like that's found footage, I guess. Is the conceit
true
there.
enough. Yeah, it wasn't like first person per se. I mean, it was, but it was because it was found footage. Yeah.
But there's like cuts between the people or whatever, you know, like each actor seems to have a first person view.
Oh wow.
And it has fucking Alfie Allen in it, Theon Greyjoy from fucking Game of Thrones, as not even the head role.
I feel like I recognize a face or two. You know, where Gangs of London is like a BBC thing. I feel like I recognize a few actors from Game of Thrones and other like British style content. I'm like, I recognize that guy.
Oh yeah, Thing was, I fucking like walked in while Erica had like seen the first 10 minutes of it or whatever, you know, and I was like, watch the next 5, and I was like, oh, weird, man, like every shot is first person. She's like, what? It's like, please tell me you fucking noticed this. Like, oh yeah, now that you mention it, it's like, how could you not? It's like the movie has been like this the whole time. She's like, I guess, I don't know, I didn't know. Only half paying attention to it. It was kind of like a, you know, put on while you go to sleep thing.
Yeah. This boss is so easy. It's like you just use an item and he just continuously wolfs down that item, and that's it. You just attack him to your heart's content. As far
This
as
guy was on the ads, though.
What item is it you have to give him?
A jar of fly honey. Because, you know, bees make bee honey and flies make fly honey.
Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a reference to
Suffers,
some fly
Frankie.
honeys.
It
was the 90s, you know.
I never even put that together. I escaped. Zoom. Burp. Doing. Or no, boing. Right, not doing.
But yeah, I remember the ads for this game had a picture of that pile of vomit, and it just said, "This game stinks."
And it's
Yeah.
consciousness stickers.
Yeah, which fucking all smelled like some combination of like pizza and vomit.
It reminds me of those, you know, shitty flavored jelly beans you can get.
Oh yeah, the Bean Boozled or whatever. This part is so fucked up. Like,
Say no to me, bottoms up, boing. What?
Yeah, you just trip out from drinking the tea and watch this traveled very far from home.
Reflective.
Yeah. And listen to some really fucked up music. Do you remember how your long and winding journey began with someone pounding at your door? It was Pokey, the worst person in your neighborhood, who knocked on the door that fateful night.
Yeah, they don't mince words.
On your way, you have walked, thought, and fought. Yet through all this, you have never lost your courage. Grown steadily stronger, though you have experienced the pain of battle many times. Music's pretty dope though. You're no longer alone in your venture. Paula, who's steadfast, kind, and even pretty, is always at
You
your
think
side.
they'd ever? You think they'd ever remake this?
I mean, ever is... I doubt it. I don't know. It's such a weird game that, like, it's... You know, they re-released it on Wii U and more modern... Like, I think it's on the Switch and stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Does this game sell well?
No, not initially.
Infamously not.
Yeah, but it became a cult classic. I mean, large part of it is because it was fucking $100 and came with a manual and all this shit. But,
Yeah,
and nobody
giant
knew what it
fucking
was
box.
about. Did you say?
Yeah, I don't even think they
Uh,
printed a lot of them.
Did you and Maddie get it like launch day, or did you just kind of stumble upon it, or what?
Oh no, I never owned it. A friend of ours, like when you're younger, you know, you always trade games and stuff.
Yeah.
We traded into this one and kind of played it a lot, but we never actually owned it. And yeah, it was. I remember thinking it was so fucking weird. But I never... Yeah, I think I beat it back then.
Who was it? Was it Richard?
I think it was Jeremy King, if I remember correctly.
Jeremy King. It does not seem like a game
No,
would have
no,
owned.
definitely not. But you know how it was back then, right? Like, you just had your public games. It's like,
Yeah.
he probably ended up getting it from somebody else, you know?
Yeah.
Or getting it secondhand or something.
I remember when like the Super Nintendo came out, and like my grandmother gave me like 20 Nintendo games for Christmas that year because they were probably just in like a big bin, you know.
That's so
Right.
sweet.
Same thing happened with the Sega Genesis one year too. She gave me like 8 Sega Genesis games because they like had moved on, and I was just like, "This is dope!" Like, these are stack of games.
new games released in those eras are all like the fucking mad collectible ones, like Flintstones game that came out like 2 years after Super Nintendo came out, and that's worth like $1,000 now. And it's garbage.
Like I said that, like, arrowed.
Yeah. Arrow.
Like 360 to boneless. Oh, we got another Fuzzy Pickles, boys. Pictures taken instantaneously.
There's not much lag here on the stream today.
That was pretty close.
That's why, like, I'm saying, like, we're actually getting pretty lucky vis-a-vis the streaming this evening. I don't know what's going on. The only thing that really changed is I moved my range extender out of this room, and it seemed to kind of help the internet a little bit, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, I can see that though, man.
Kind of, yeah, interfering with it a little bit.
The last stream was like off the rails by the time I got here, and it was like 20 minutes late. The whole thing had fallen apart, and I was just like, okay.
Wait, what stream was that? Oh, on Thursday, or?
Yeah, on Thursday, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a bad time.
Was it Monday? No, you don't stream Monday, Saturday.
Oh golly, oh my god.
No, it was the
Oh,
Saturday
what
one,
am I
yeah.
doing?
It was,
What am I doing? Oh yeah, that one was off the rails?
yeah, I remember you were having issues, and then like
Oh
Doug's
yeah,
controller,
that's right. Yeah,
stopped working, and just like everybody was having issues.
Yeah.
Oh, smash.
Ooh,
Oh lord.
that's a lot of red.
Yeah.
Well,
Tough mobile spread would be the rainbow.
Well, I guess there's a reason there's a hot spring right before this.
yep. Well, I killed
You get
myself.
your head handed to you.
Oh,
What
okay.
a weird way of putting it.
Yeah.
It's like you
Yeah,
got your-
they got them in Mr. Saturn Valley, or whatever it's called, because these guys will just heal you for free. God love them. Wait, will the hot spring revive them? Probably not, huh? I don't know, you never know. Oh wow, it actually did. Cool. Cool.
Ah, I wasn't expecting that too.
No, me
honestly.
neither. But all home, Zoom. Appreciate ISO happy, Zoom. This is sounds best. Appreciate. Okay. Cool. Cool. Alright. You wait 3 minutes, Zoom. You come here to wait 3 minutes? No? Oh wow.
Did you ever finish your carts, Maddie? Those weird ones you got?
Oh yeah, I just finished the first 3 that I got
How was it?
yesterday. Oh, it was good. It's
Yeah.
I like them a lot. I got it was like about a week out of each cart. So kind of pricey. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, pretty good. I actually got more. I ordered a. They have like the top 6 that they sell in a bundle. So that's what I got. So now I have like all new carts
Nice.
and a bunch of different flavors and stuff. So it's interesting. Their
Cool.
flavored ones are good too. Normally I don't fuck with too many flavored ones, but these are real nice. Good tasting, but not like too strongly flavored. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Babe.
Yeah. I got this fancy vape rig I've been using. Pretty good. And it seems like you could refill the cartridges. They say not to, obviously. But
Yeah,
you
from what
don't-
I heard, they kind of say don't, but like people do usually say you can, but like only maybe once or twice, and
Yeah.
that's it. But
Yeah, kind of like refilling an ink cartridge, I guess, you know.
Yeah, it's stuff you could get away with maybe once or twice.
Probably to diminishing returns
Yeah.
and messy fingers.
Yeah.
Like
In
an
both
ink
cases,
cartridge.
yeah.
I used to refill my own before, but these are like much smaller proprietary ones. They'd be a little even more of a pain in the ass to fill up, I'd say. But one thing I'll say about them, their shipping is like on point, man. Some of the fastest shipping I think I've ever experienced.
Where's
I
it at?
always find it weird, like all those weed places I'll only do like express shipping.
Yeah, expedited or
I guess
Yeah.
because they
express.
want to limit risk. They want it to come
Yeah.
like courier, you know?
Yeah.
Interestingly, like knowing people who've worked both at, say, like Purelator and other couriers versus the post office, like the amount, like it's very easy to search for police to be able to search a courier spot, and it's a fucking going on to get permission to go into the post office and search shit.
Really?
Like just
Okay.
paperwork wise, might be all a bit different now where they're not as intense on enforcement or whatever. But as far as I could tell, speaking to people in the places, you'd probably get caught less using the post office. It's just slow as fuck, and it might go missing.
Yeah.
I imagine the post office has like much bigger, more in-depth like sorting machines and stuff too, where it's like it's not easy for them to like go digging through
It's just a
parcels.
fucking federal government agency, man. Like to go poking around in there for privacy reasons. There's like
Yeah.
crazy red tape. There's bureaucracy in a private place. It's like shit. The police are here. Let them do what they want.
Yeah, exactly. They probably need, like you said, a shit ton of paperwork just to even get in the building.
And everyone on the other side completing that work is kind of unionized and likes to check to make sure it's all copacetic before they do things. Gums up the works real good.
I don't think I need the fly honey anymore. No fly honeys.
Jar of fly honeys. How many can you fit in there?
Careful.
Careful.
Yeah, get rid of the jar of fly honey. Is there anything else I can get rid of?
Escargot Express. They named their delivery service after a slow animal.
Ah,
What a bunch of goons.
Yeah, it looks like the flywheel has no other use, Lewis.
fly honey?
Yeah. Just to clarify. I just checked the list, that's all it says. It's only for that one use.
Alright, well, I guess that's all I'm doing. Alright, certainly, thanks a lot. I do need to sell my copper bracelet. I don't need this anymore.
Did anyone ever like mod this game so that the inventory makes sense?
You know what? I looked for it, and I don't know that it's happened, which is kind of weird.
That is kind of strange, yeah.
Maybe it's one of the things where the people who are so into it are like into it because of the inconveniences
With
and
the way it is, yeah.
intricacies.
They love its faults.
Eccentricities, there we go.
I could not mess with perfection. It's like, but it's so shit.
Yeah, I would. Oh, actually, that reminds me. I might even be torrenting something right now. No, okay, I turned off the torrents. That would be something if I was. But I was. I found out. Okay, Fred, you said you watched Dragon Ball Kai recently, right?
Yeah, I finished it, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 months ago now, but it's still pretty fresh in my mind.
Did you watch the the like Majin Buu Saga?
Yes.
Okay, because when I watched it, that wasn't even a thing.
Really?
Yeah, like it only went as far as Cell, and that was it. Like Goku, like killed himself or whatever, and then that was like it.
Goku died, spoiler.
Yeah, yeah. He died
How
so
many times?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it. That was all they had recorded, and they kept teasing, like, "Oh yeah, we're back in the," because they re-recorded all the dialogue for that, right? So they kept teasing that they were back in the studio doing the Boo Sega, but it like I didn't watch it that long ago, and apparently it was finished in like 2016, or like it was started like 2014
You must
to
have.
2016.
I'm guessing you just got like an older torrent, or
Yeah.
like a non-updated torrent.
But like it
because
wasn't.
I definitely remember the Majin Buu saga like vividly.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, I went to the website because a friend of mine was asking me about it today, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll show you where to get it or whatever." And I was fucking floored. I was like, "Oh my god, they actually did it all after. You son of a bitch! They blew it up." But yeah, I'm so happy. I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to watch the fucking abridged version of these. Not abridged,
That's
but
awesome, man. I'm glad you're gonna watch it.
oh man, I have to. Like, fucking, I was so upset when I got to the Cell Sega, because the whole reason I wanted to watch Kai in the first place is because I only watched up until the Cell Sega, and that was like as far as I got when it originally aired. So I was like, oh, I gotta finally watch it and like not have to sit through all the fucking bullshit to get to it. And boy howdy, I was.
Yeah, I'm really glad I watched Kai and not the original airing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Can you imagine
I'm
if they
glad
did
I-
a Bleach Kai?
Oh man, I was thinking about that. I'm thinking about it every day. But I'm so glad I got that that filler list before I watched that show.
Yeah, some of the
That was
fillers are okay.
ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go back and watch all the filler eventually. But it's like
The
the
Bound
idea of
Sega
waiting
wasn't
an
terrible.
entire season to find out how a fight ends.
Yeah.
Ludicrous. Like, it's like offensive to the watcher, man. Like, holy shit. And there's 2 more seasons, so by the time I finish, there's 3 entire seasons that are filler. And I mean, like, every single episode. You can skip the entire season.
I think you were gonna say something, Maddie. We cut you off.
Oh, sorry.
Ain't no thing. I can't remember, so it's
He's still talking about fly honeys.
Jenny and I are watching an anime called Sword Guy. Guy spelled G-A-I. It's on Netflix. And man, Sword Gay, yeah.
I'm gonna watch that Parasite one you guys were talking about.
Oh man, it's so good. And the fact that it's
That
on
is-
Netflix now is like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
It came up like,
that?
dude, you should watch this on my Netflix. I'm like, dude, I already watched it. And they're like, dude. But yeah, it does easily one of my like top 5 animes. I love that one so much. But it's simultaneously like whimsical and it's hyper violent and body horror and like comedy. It's like it's got everything in it. It's so weird, but it's
Did you
great.
ever watch the Hellsing anime? I know they made 2, but have you?
Yes, I've seen both.
Those are great, man. Those are so fucking violent. Like, it's ridiculous.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like I know the second one is like way more the actual manga or manga or whatever the fuck. But I kind of have a soft spot for the first one, even though
Me too,
Yeah,
dude.
me
I'm
too.
so glad you said
Yeah.
that. Me too. Yeah.
I feel like it's probably like it would be considered worse to a lot of people. Because it's a little less faithful. But I like I don't know. I just like it. The action scenes are dope.
Yeah.
And the darker feel of everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Obviously, like the other one's dark too, but it embraces more of the like comic relief moments that the original manga had in it.
Yeah.
Which for me, like, I don't know, just threw me off entirely when I first
I
read the
don't mind any
manga.
anime that does that, but like when an anime is like a certain level of dark, it
Yeah.
almost ruins it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I felt like Bleach did that sometimes too, where it's like really serious moments and like they
Yeah.
get super goofy, and it's like, not now. You know, like, not now.
Of all times.
Yeah, exactly.
fucking
Oh, I'm glad you said
off-putting
that, man.
and-
That's dope.
I found that really off-putting when they did that in like Full Metal Alchemist, which is a pretty fucking like people-pleasing anime, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that anime.
Yeah, it's a good one.
But like, especially, I never saw all of Brotherhood, but like the original
No.
series. They do the like
50.
weird cupid face shit a lot more often.
Yeah. I liked. I think I liked the other one more, but Brotherhood was damn good too.
Brotherhood is my jam.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I never watched all of the first one. So.
In the first one, they dove
one
into
ends
those
way too
serial
early,
killer
right?
characters a lot more too. Like they
okay.
really expanded on that story, and I
Yeah.
really like that aspect of it as well.
Yeah, definitely more time to flesh out everyone's backstory and shit on
Yeah.
the original. But for a more condensed version, it's always good to check out Brotherhood, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think like if somebody asked me which one they should watch, I'd probably just tell them Brotherhood because I think it'd be better for them probably.
Oh,
Let's see. Frisbee. I'm gonna say goods. Big bottle rocket. Oh, this guy. Gonna fuck his day up.
So many of the enemies in this game just look like off-brand Muppets.
yep.
It just looks like a melted Muppet. Like they left him in the sun or some shit.
It's a sprout.
It's not though.
Pile of dirt. with a smoke.
Pile of
Yeah.
dirt, yeah.
The sprout does not include a pile of dirt.
Got a sprout from something.
I hate those Pokemon that are like two Pokemon. It's like, no, you're two Pokemon, you're not one.
It does not make a new animal. I'm
You know, one of those Pokemons that are like
One animal
two
fighting another animal.
Pokemons. They're like double Pokemons.
When a dog bites a cat, it becomes a cat
Yeah.
for a split second. Yeah, I just hate like newer Pokemon in general. You know, you can tell they started to dry the well up pretty quick, and then
Oh
they're
man,
like,
I love the one
it's
that
a
looks like a
set of
bag
keys.
of garbage. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, is there one that's like
And
a
the
set
ring
of
of
fucking
keys,
keys?
too.
A
Yeah,
key
yeah,
ring.
yeah.
Yeah, key ring.
There's a bag of garbage, and there's a
Ice cream
chandelier,
cone.
ice cream cone. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Brad?
It was okay.
What's up, dude?
Hey, what's up, man?
Oh,
You're
Amish.
oh, you're a little bit quiet.
Pokemon. I'm quiet? Oh.
Yeah.
Here?
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Is everyone else?
No,
fucking
no,
quiet?
he's quieter than the rest of us.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Audible, but lower.
Oh. Hell, I'm not sure. I don't.
Now you're good.
Yeah, it's
Sounds
getting
a
better.
bit better now.
Maybe it's just.
You were probably just speaking lower for a few seconds until you kind of realized.
Maybe it was just like classic internet warming up. Slowly, like gradually getting louder.
Hmm.
Classic.
How's your slumber? Did you have a little nappy nap?
Yeah, I had a nappy nap and I was holding you tight in my.
Aw. I felt it. I felt it.
No, I got one of like those little like those I guess they're called ergonomic. Clip your finger back here.
like little body pillows.
Yeah. My belly has gotten big enough now again that I can kind of just dress stuff on it.
Got that shelf going. Yeah.
Yeah. Went to sleep watching it.
Hey, Louis.
Ah. Oh.
Could I request a whirlable screen light?
Yeah, I just looked over and I'm like, what is going on? Am I missing no? Is that what's happening? Because I feel like I'm missing
You're
no.
missing now. Yeah, I think you got too high of a level on Pac-Man.
All this talk, all this talk about Pokemon. I am the shittiest Pokemon. Alright, let's hope that works. Alright,
Good
sweet.
old whirlable.
Yeah, I knew I'd keep it
Lovely
around for
belly.
anything. Helps with my stream in more ways than one. It's emotional support, and it helps clean my camera, for lack of a better term. Now that the sun's going down, I think that's probably going to happen a little bit more. Fucking sun. Oh man. I was telling Brad earlier, I got to use my barbecue for the first time yesterday.
Oh
Boy, I
yeah.
had it. That thing is toots. Definitely the nicest barbecue I've had. And,
Brand new, so you got some of that like from the factory oily smell.
yeah, a little bit of it. No taste on the food though, thankfully. That was good.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
I was a little bit worried about it.
Did you have to spend a whole lot on it? Was it pricey?
We spent $400, so it's not like super pricey. It was pretty decent, but it's the most I ever spent on a barbecue. Put it that way.
Yeah, I think I always cheap out on them.
Yeah, I usually go for like $200 to $300, you know. But like, this time I was like, we saw this one, and I'm just like, you know, we needed a barbecue, and I really like the gist of this guy, so let's go with it. Because the window is what sold me on it. Having like a window on a barbecue is like, yeah, you can actually watch the food cook. I'm like, fuck yeah, I want that.
Fucking black magic.
I feel like really old 90s barbecues used to have that sometimes. And then just like I haven't seen it in ages.
Bringing it back.
And it took me a long time to figure out how to light the burners because it's just got like the auto light. You know, it's like you just turn on the burner and it automatically lights thereafter. Like you don't, there's no ignition or like starter button.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's kind of
Be like
neat.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta use a fucking starter on our gas stovetop. Like, you just put it at high, and it fires the sparker, like, constantly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now you clicks like twice, and you turn it down, because it's good then.
Yeah, that's one thing I never did have was like a gas stove top. Gas range,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
Girl loves cooking, so she, after we moved in and we were looking to upgrade something, she's like, I want a real fucking stove. Let's get fucking propane installed in here, the Baller stovetop. So it's the one upgrade our house has had since starting.
Good upgrade.
It was
there.
real nice. It was nice when fucking power went out here for like 6 hours because I had a generator, but it was also during that giant snowstorm, so it was kind of shitty trying to get the generator on the go outside. With
Most definitely.
Yeah, alone with a 2-year-old who I'm just like, okay, Henry, don't do anything that'll kill you in the next like fucking 25 minutes, dude. 'Cause I got some stuff to do tonight.
Kids are really reasonable, like, you know, they'll listen to that, you know, they'll be like, alright,
I know the house
can
is
do,
pitch
Dad.
black, dude. But...
Found everything sharp in here.
But yeah, I could just light the stove with a lighter or whatever. You know, there's no electricity for the burners.
That's nice. Although I guess you know, how like frequently do you have to top up the gas on that? Like,
North Atlantic comes and checks like every 6 months or so.
oh wow,
Because I mean,
so
it's
not
a
very
giant fucking thing.
Yeah, you
even
got a
if you
big giant.
cook a lot, like I think over a year she used half a tank once, but that was including the time that I fucking had the burner left on for like most of the day when the power was out.
long. Okay, I was gonna say you left the burner on and like you know, and then I lit a match and that's why I don't have any eyebrows.
No, I put on a giant pot of water that was constantly boiling. So I figured that was better than just an open flame going into the kitchen.
Well, you get to have nice tea or coffee or something.
Oh yeah, just scoop it right out of there.
with your hands.
So,
Oh yeah, no.
we didn't really have any trouble with power outages here, knock on wood. We're on a hospital grid, so we're lucky. But
Yeah.
when I was at my old place where we had the original, what do they call it? Dark Canal.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We lost power for like 2 or 3 days or something. So eventually I got the water to warm up underneath like 6 candles. It was pretty epic.
Nice.
I felt like that fucking Woods dude.
Bear Grylls?
Survivor
Can we
man.
get a wipe here on the cam?
Oh god.
Yeah,
That just happened.
it
Just
just
happened.
exploded all at once.
I just
I'm
looked
gonna
at my
have
camera and I was like, oh,
The channel back and forth so I can see this porn clearly.
wow, what is going on, dude?
If you squint, you can kind of see a nipple. Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah, it's giant and gray.
What? Oh, okay. Woo, sweet. Man, what the fuck, AirDroid? Get your free product in order.
Yeah. I demand a refund.
Alright, Matt, you haven't paid anything.
Demand that they rank you 5 stars.
That's what my app did. It's like, okay, we're gonna make it go into 640 by 400 now, and you can't use the front camera. You can only use the back. Unless you 5-star product in their store. Take your 5-star.
Sneaky.
Oh, really? So you never had to pay for it after? You just give them 5 stars?
No. Yeah. Well, I mean, eventually it's probably gonna shut off of me again. It's like, no, you're gonna have to pay for it. But
so
they got a
what
little
do I
while
do
long out of
now? I don't know what I have to do. I'm kinda confused.
What's the last storyline thing you did?
I went and got the Soundstone thingamajiggy. I think I have to go back to Threed, but I'm not 100% sure. I saved all the little Mr. Saturns, so that was nice. Just gonna use all my mana with Reckless Abandon. Hey, it's an Alex. Unspeakable things. But did you get the pencil eraser? Yes, I did. I've used it once so far. I think I might have it stowed at this point.
the pencil eraser.
Yeah.
I watched you use that within like the first hour of the game.
Yeah, it was a little bit later than that, but not by a whole lot.
Fuck.
75, 125. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think oh, I just tuned in. I have no idea where Louis is. Yeah, the pencil eraser you use in Tucson. Well, between Tucson and Happy Valley. Happy Valley Goose Bay. Or is it Happy Village? It is Happy Village, yeah.
Happy Village.
They have to put happy in the name because no one really is happy there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big pun.
Like, is anyone really content in Heart's Content?
Yeah.
Does anybody really think paradise is paradise?
Yeah.
Is anybody really dildoing?
Is there really
The steam
any
out of my
embryo?
Conception Bay joke.
Embryo in Penta?
Oh, right, okay. I brought peace and happiness back to Threed. I won't forget you. Will you come back to Threed sometime? Ghosts in a tunnel have disappeared. The buses can now go through the tunnel. Oh yeah! Oh, we did it. We did it, Reddit. Alrighty. Man, this is great. I can just walk around without being attacked. Oh, we're doing the desert part next. Right. Remember this. Okay. Okay. Oh, more fuzzy pickles. As much as hearts delight in their hearts delight. Is there Hearts Delight? Okay. Fuzzy Pickles. A great photograph.
I remember when I was a young kid, and I basically just come to the realization that like the names of towns are reflecting like sort of, I guess, their topography. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, Corner Brook, Dad, that's like the corner of the brook. And he's like, yeah, you know, exactly. I was like, Deer Lake, because there's a deer at the lake. And he's like, like, yeah, I mean,
Probably.
At least once.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
Maybe
yeah,
the lake
I mean,
looks like
sure.
a deer. Maybe that's it.
Maybe.
Or maybe somebody wrote a letter to the lake and said, Deer Lake.
That's definitely it. 100%.
And a spelling mistake. It was definitely a Newfoundlander.
Oh, dude. Like my old girlfriend from Tucson hunted me down, man. Totally bummed because I have another girlfriend here in Threed.
Leia.
It's that haircut. Slays.
Okay. So I can take the bus to the next town. Yeah. I need to check a bus sign. Doesn't say where that is. Oh, it's way back up there. I don't want to go there. Okay, Gull Island is not an island. Gull Island?
Fuck.
Bless you.
Fuck salt. Oh god, it's a bus. What does the bus say? Caddy Hoed Bus.
Caddy ho.
Let's check the bus schedule. Looks
Bye.
like the next bus will be come by pretty soon. Oh, here it is. I love how the bus driver sticks his head out. This bus goes to Fourside. Can't let you on if you don't pay $6 for the fare. Alright, well I got 308, so I guess I can spare a $6.
Yeah, his head just gets bigger when
Yeah,
it pops
just
out.
like plop.
Alright, I'm gonna BRB.
Okay. I'll BRH. What?
Sensible chuckle.
The music on this bus ride is amazing. I know you guys can't hear it, but you just have to take my word for it.
Over here on the stream for a moment. It's fine. It's great music.
Yeah, I got the laptop going. Got my 8-bit Tendo 30 Pro wired melter.
Oh, nice.
There is like those Bluetooth and wireless. There's undeniably all. No, it doesn't make a difference. Builder.
I'm sorry, is it just me, or is Brad cutting in and out a lot?
Yeah, fair bit. I got
That's-
the gist of what he was saying.
Yeah, that specific time it did. Other than that, it's been good, but that was a lot of cutting out there.
Yeah, I couldn't really hear what he said. Something about the
New
controller?
SNES controller. It's wired, so I'm jacked.
It's wired, and that's a
Yeah.
good thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get no
Lag
delay.
reasons.
The ship.
Ooh, new baseball bat. Oh, I don't have enough money. Oh, I don't have enough money. I'm gonna call him Gregory. Oh yeah, look at all that extra attack. deluxe frying pan. God damn it. The whole having to take out money thing is kind of annoying.
So you lose your money if you die? Is that the...
Yeah.
So we can carry everything on.
Yeah, whatever you don't have deposited. Or, well, I think you might only lose a portion of it. I don't know how that works. I don't know if it's all that you haven't deposited.
Oh, explosion on your webcam again. Holy shit.
Oh, God.
Oh, my lord.
Looks pretty.
Looks like
Looks
an
like I'm on
grenade
fire.
went off.
Alright, let's see if
Briefly, like, really grainy 9/11 footage, because, like,
Oh, God.
seems to be, like, smoke kind of, like, drifting to one side, but up in the air.
That has to be 9/11. Like, what?
I don't know, it was a pretty iconic explosion.
It's true. Oh, even my warble wipe didn't work so well.
Some trippy shadows.
Yeah, right. Try warble wiping again.
So if you die, you lose half your money on your person.
Man, what the hell? I think I need better lighting in here or something. I don't know why it's freaking out on me. Also pretty choppy since I moved to the new computer. I don't know why. Oh.
I'm wondering if it's just an issue with the app, because like the camera itself should not be doing that, you know? Like that seems ridiculous.
I'm inclined to chalk it up to my shitty Wi-Fi, but I don't know. Like the communication between the phone and the computer, because I'm just doing this wirelessly. Like, it's going through the Wi-Fi.
Like the Wi-Fi band.
I don't know. If that was the case, though, you'd think it would fix itself over a fairly short period of time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
I do not know. Drugs. Oh shit, now there's more stuff to buy. God damn it.
Drugs. Good. All are good.
Which are good, they all are.
It's mostly true.
Give me a zip gun. Why do I fail so much at just taking money out of an ATM? God damn. I'm so good at it in real life. Oh man.
And you got all those people in line behind you.
Yeah.
Huh. Weird. I can't sell the gun that I made. That's kind of a bummer. Let's see. Help.
The zip gun?
The Magnum air gun. The old one. Let's see. So, yeah, it just does less damage. So I'm gonna have to call Escargot Express to come pick it up. I can't sell it because I made it.
Yeah, it says it's got no value. Yeah.
It's kind of stupid.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Get it out of my inventory.
Yeah, eccentricities. We love it.
Seems like the value of every item I look at is exactly half of its. The sell price is half of its buy price, essentially.
Yeah. Brought a few more herbs, or herbs, depending on where you're standing. Such a formidable enemy. That mole. There's an enemy in this desert that is like super rare. Where the fuck is that Escargot Express? I want to stop off on shit.
Drugs. It's a very descriptive store sign.
Right.
Stoner's Pie Palace.
That's what I felt
Sponsored
like
by
when I went down to buy weed downtown before it was legal. They would have, there was a few shops open. I would just go in and it's like, might as well just have your sign say drugs. I mean, it stinks like weed as soon as I'm walking by it. Man.
Where the fuck is Escargot? Okay, there he is. Jesus Christ.
That monkey's giving me mad Zelda randomizer monkey vibes. What was his name? Kiki the monkey?
I think it's Kiki, yeah.
Kiki, yeah. I'm like, well, that's not necessarily the randomizer.
No, I know, but in our case it is.
Oh, I forgot to sell my hard hat. God damn it.
Nobody's gonna want to buy my soft hat.
What are you drinking tonight, Louis?
I got the Maker's Mark still.
Lasts a while when you're sipping on it straight, eh?
Yes.
I would love a bottle of whiskey right now. I haven't had whiskey in fucking forever.
I didn't think you liked whiskey.
Dude, it's just not something I have very often.
Whiskey.
Whiskey business. Yeah, it's not really something I like want to get hammered off these days, but like I'll just sip it and, just have it hurt my guts a little bit. It's great. That's all I want.
I went through a period where I was like trying to stop drinking beer. So I'm like, I'll drink, whiskey because it's better for you, kind of.
Less calories.
Yeah, and carbs and the whole nine. So I just mix that with water because I wanted something I could sip on for like.
Actually, take whiskey and even a tiny bit of water actually tastes a tiny bit better than whiskey. There's something about the fucking aromatics or something like that that actually holds some water, even though it sounds like the craziest bullshit.
Yeah. Like just mixing a little bit of water with it was good.
There's I know in
there's
some of
lots
the
of whiskey
ritzier
drinkers.
bars, like they ask you how many drops of spring water you want in it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I kind of assumed that would be like heresy. I figured they'd be like, oh no, you gotta.
I think people just pay a lot more for it, even though it's just an eyedropper with water in it.
Yeah.
Whatever. People who pay a lot for stuff are that way.
I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, you're ruining my work.
Get that H2O out of here.
Hang on, status, yes. Like good. Oh, okay. I can heal sunstroke.
Webcam, holy shit.
God damn it. I give
It
up
looks
with
like your
this
house
shit.
is on fire.
That's what I said, man.
Smoky.
Golly.
Ooh, this comes out and his eyes are half closed.
Yeah.
Oh man, I do have some weed here. I should fucking
Oh!
roll that up.
Who needs weed when you can look at your camera? Ooh, I'm tripping right now.
Unreal here, where like the motion is real kind of accurate.
Oh,
there
there
we
it
go.
Yeah, it's like sometimes when you load up a VLC video and you get that weird green shit.
Yeah.
You ever see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it moves along with the video, but it's like I can see you trying.
Yeah.
You have no idea
That
what's-
must be like a compression issue or something, isn't it?
it's
Oh yeah,
got-
definitely.
We sleep in the desert, so we're often mistaken for corpses. But a corpse doesn't usually wear a bathing suit, right? Hey, stop staring at my tan lines. Go away. I hate this desert because it's like I'm always compelled to explore the whole thing and it's just so big and empty. Just like my soul.
You got a
Big
big
and
soul.
empty. Yeah.
Do you take medicine for that?
I
Just treat it with soul
I
food.
gauged my soul.
We use some soul calipers for that, right?
Get off my stream.
Soul calipers.
God damn it.
I'm legit proud of that one.
I will
Yeah,
be
you
too.
will.
Double burger.
Double burger. Fuck yeah.
I could go for a double burger right now. Black sexy.
I'm gonna run out to the store. I'll be back in like 5 or 10.
Cool.
Cool. Pick me up some brews.
Alright. What do you want? Bud?
Yeah, send me some bud. No, I'm not good.
Send me a draw, huh?
I was almost afraid to say like a brand because knowing Fred, he'll like find a way to send me some. He'll be like, but forgot about that motherfucker. Here's some bud in the mail. Bud mail, yeah. Oh man, memories.
Yeah, right? Any
Take me
fucking
back.
bud mail and mushroom trips or whatever.
Oh, casting spells. I was so whacked. That picture of me from that night was like the best thing I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
You can tell how fucked up I was from that picture.
Looking back at old pictures, even like ones that I've put up or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah,
I know I'm super whacked here, but is it necessarily like
yeah. Could
objectively
you tell if you're-
obvious?
Yeah. I don't think so. I don't think in most cases like people would see a picture of somebody and be like, dude, that person looks whack.
Yeah.
You know, but if
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, you'd be like, look how whacked I am.
Oh yeah, well I put up one of those for like mine and Erica's anniversary, and she was like, why did you pick this picture where we were both so obviously gone on ecstasy? Like, oh, well, like, I guess I know that looking at it, but come on.
But come on. Unless you notice the dilation of the pupils too much, I guess. They'd be like,
Yeah. Now
We
we're
were in
both
the
kind of
dark
like
for a
looking
while.
off camera.
yeah, that's my defense. I'm like, it was a dark room.
Yeah, it works with like candid photos.
My
or
allergies were
whatever.
bad too.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on some prescription eye drops. They made my eyes all funny.
Just came from the optometrist, you know, that thing they do.
Man, I'm that one person that like I remember like putting in like eye drops because I was like, oh, you know, everyone uses these, they'll help. My eyes are super red, so I put some in and they just get more red.
Really?
Fuck, man. Now I'm screwed.
Oh man. I tried to cleanse my camera, but it just made things worse.
Cleanse camera.
Cleanse. I gotta give it a cleanse, you know. Get some.
This house clean.
This house is clean. Alright, Jeff, you better make something. No, never mind down there. Just flew from the optometrist and man, are my eyes tired. That's stupid.
Do you actually say that? That's funny.
Yeah. It's Alex.
Oh. I thought it was
In the game.
somewhere. I'm like waiting for it. Like, that would be hilarious. We were just talking about an optometrist. What are the odds?
What am I gonna do?
What am I? That video was so funny to me, man.
Still
Every time I
is.
think about
I
it,
mean, why was?
What am I gonna do? Get
Oh, fine. Fine. Pick a next. Kinda hungry.
Yeah, I have some chicken nuggets and fries cooking. Ooh, they'll be pretty much done now. Bought this curry habanero fucking hot sauce.
Nice.
I was not fully prepared for how hot it was going to be. Like, yeah, I'm gonna put this shit on everything, but now it's I'll be like, oh, my face is on fire. It was real good.
My face is on fire. Put it out with my fist.
Smiling sphere. Alright, I'm gonna go retrieve my foodstuffs. I'll be back.
Cool.
Speed.
Did Maddie say a Fuse game for Saturday?
Oh, I never asked. I don't know if he's working or not. He sent me his schedule, but I can't remember if he said he's working then or not.
It might be okay. Matt was saying he's under the weather. Have to take the day off.
Looking forward to it. Good to do another run. The last run was pretty weird. From what I remember of it.
Pretty late. You guys
Were you drunk or high or
Just drunk, as usual.
are you gonna partake in the marijuanas for this one?
I don't know. I enjoy the idea of smoking more than I actually enjoy smoking. Like I picked up a half quarter, and so far I've smoked the tiniest of pinners out of it. because like I don't know, I don't know what it is. It's just like my brain barely works at the best of times, so like if I'm gonna smoke, I gotta be well sure that that's all that's on my agenda is just sitting down and being a waste case. And sometimes I can't do that.
Public performance thing.
I don't mind doing it on the stream, but I still gotta like remember where shit is and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't mean it like.
I'd just be
I don't
like,
know,
Man, I'm at a point where I don't know if I can do it sober. Like, I don't want to shake up the formula too
that's
much
hard
here.
mode, yeah. You think you're gonna beat it this time? Think you're
I
gonna...
was close last time. Like, I got pretty much halfway through. So, honestly,
You
it
got more
all
than halfway
depends
through,
because
didn't
like,
you?
I find. Pardon me?
You got more than that. You got closer than half through.
Half Ganon's Tower.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, geez, yeah, you got to like the end game.
Yeah, like it's getting closer and closer every single time. But I think the reason why I did so well is because a lot of the times I will go out of my way to go to areas that you haven't to see if there's something there that we needed. And
Yeah.
most of the time, this time around, it was something we needed.
Oh, seriously.
You know what I mean? Where I didn't have to go to Zora's domain this time and waste 500 rupees. It helped me.
Yeah, that's nice. Alright. What am I gonna give this guy? Have a croissant. Alright, so now he's indebted to me. That's nice.
Indentured servant.
Indentured servitude.
Hey Matt,
Yo.
you game for Saturday night?
No, I can't this week. I am working.
Boo.
Mm.
Well,
But what about that flu that's supposed to kick in Saturday?
Saturday.
Seems like it's pretty bad.
Really going around.
that
Yep.
Saturday-itis. Well, shit. Fred, Peter, you guys want to stream? Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? Oh yeah, Fred's still gone to the store.
Get Matt beer.
Yeah, we can go here early enough and add it, and I will definitely beef it badly on a randomized run.
Go on, Witcher.
Welcome to my world. I don't think I've ever beat one. But
Well, I mean, I think I and Doug have been the only two people to beat it, so, so far.
I did do pretty far ones.
Man, you guys see this thing? Is Mike Tyson actually gonna fight again? Like, man, he is a killer. Like, I'm watching like the videos of
Oh,
him.
just
like,
a rapist. Let's not forget.
To get a thing like that.
It's kind of weird, like it's weird, like there's this weird watershed, like this embargo date before which it's like people who did that kind of thing. It's like, yeah, we forget it or whatever. But like, kind of past a certain date, like you got in before the cancel culture deadline or whatever. You're going to jail for raping somebody who's, yeah, he still has a career. or like your Mel Gibsons or whatever. It's like, yeah, he went crazy. That was like a decade and a half ago. Whatever.
Huge anti-Semite. Yeah, who cares?
Yeah. It's like super open about it, unapologetic, crazily abusive to his wife.
I always get him and Mel Brooks confused, and they couldn't be further from
Yeah.
like each other.
I
And
don't
like,
feel like they'd talk to each other at a party.
No, not for long at least.
What are you doing here? Oh, nothing. Thinking about raping.
Wondering why Jews control the media, you know, normal stuff.
Sounds like Blake.
Mel Gibson.
Alright, cafe. In the Japanese version, this is a bar and not a cafe. As you can tell, it just looks like a bar.
Fucking makeup like that at the cafe. And there's also the obviously red-faced salaryman down in the left corner.
I was in the middle of a caffeine buzz, and I had to get to the bathroom fast. When I got there, I accidentally knocked on the wall instead of the restroom door. Then I say I knew. Someone asked, "Who is it?" It really surprised me. Maybe I-
Caffeine buzz.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I was so whacked on caffeine.
The music here is so fucked up. Kids shouldn't be drinking espresso. You shouldn't be hanging around here.
Chasing the brown dragon.
Oop.
Swanky looking hospital. Back alley of the department store. Oh, there's a Hindu. I'm glad my webcam hasn't blown up in the last few minutes. I'd go to Japan and live it up. Oops, I didn't actually want to go into the bakery. Mysterious music. What's a broken gadget do? Ah. Attacked by a taxi cab.
That's a great enemy.
Oh, like I just wanted into a tree for a second.
Evil stop sign. Alright. God, man, the enemies are harder than I remember. They still put up a pretty good fight. I know they're like just basic old enemies.
That's the fucking sign.
There's your shine. Alright, so where do I need to go? I think I go to the tower place?
I kind of forget, like, what's the whole joke? Like, why is this place laid out so differently?
Oh, because it's called
of the
Four Side. Yeah, that's it. It's the whole joke.
Is there any reason why the cabs attack, or is that just something?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Probably supposed to be New York, right?
I was
Checker
wondering
cab,
if that's
tall
what they were
buildings,
going
really
for.
metropolitan. There's kind of an Empire State Building-y thing in the middle.
Maybe.
Totally.
Oh yeah.
It's all supposed to be like different American towns, right?
Well, Who Framed Roger Rabbit told me that cabs are fairly friendly, so I'm confused. I based my entire life on that movie, and now I'm just left with questions.
Last night there was a solitaire tournament. I lost my shirt. I'll invite you next time. Hey, wait, do you even know what solitaire is? That's great.
He lost his shirt in a solitaire tournament. That's pretty funny.
Let's see now.
Microsoft just calls you up. I see you've been playing solitaire and lost all the time.
Quit staring at my hips. It's weird. Oh, my stream fucked up on my end. I don't know if it's still going on y'all's end.
Still working for me, at least.
Cool.
Yeah,
Right.
elevator's gone up.
Cool.
Did this happen last week as well, though? Where yours it
Yeah.
stopped working on your end, but it was fine for us?
Yeah, it seems to be doing the same thing here now. I guess my downstream bandwidth. Your browser encountered an error while decoding this video. Okay, cool. Alright, this part is weird. What's your name? Pig's butt? No, Ness. Didn't you come here to beg for me for some money? Ooh la la.
Sick burn.
Pig butt. Get out of here now, loser. Alright, fine. Alright, bye.
Staying up too late every night.
What was that?
I'm staying up way too late every night. I'm just yawning like crazy now.
Yeah. I'll catch up with you after a while.
Alright, so that was for a whole lot of nothing, I guess. Look, don't stand behind me and stare at my hips. I don't know why she's like very conscientious of her hips. Boom, 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 boom.
Those lines that was like way saltier in the Japanese version.
so we're all right.
Excuse me.
From Southern Scaraba. Don't ask for details. Our research is continuing.
Ooh. You guys see the free game on Epic Store today?
Oh yeah.
6, isn't it?
What is it?
Civilization 6?
Oh, boo.
Does anybody know if Final Fantasy IX was any good? It's on Game
Yeah.
Pass. I was just
Yeah.
thinking about
That
getting it.
is.
It's a great game.
Yeah?
It's classic. I mean, if
Yeah.
you like Final Fantasy.
It was the game that got me back into Final Fantasy. I was a Final Fantasy 1
Titus?
fanatic.
No, 10 is Titus.
Okay, yeah, that's the
I'm gonna
Blitzball
I
one.
was
install
a
it and
Final
play it, I
Fantasy
think.
1 like fanatic, like big time. The Black Mage in it resembles
Yeah, VV.
BB. So,
I
like,
was telling
I
Lewis
just
earlier that I stopped playing after 6. I haven't played one since.
It's not like the Gambit system or whatever, like you program your fucking sidekicks.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
even remember. Honestly, it's been. I never owned a PlayStation until after PlayStation 2.
I've been talk to that guy twice. Sometimes it's like you know that whole RPG thing where it's like you talk to him twice and you get a different line of dialogue. So I'll talk to everyone twice and then get stuck in this long ass conversation. It's like, God damn it.
Play it.
Alright. Oh, they upgraded to a better stadium. When Ness arrives, the Runaway 5 told me to let him in, so come on in. Alright, sweet. I get a show. Hey Peter, have you ever messed around with fan curves and all that stuff?
Yeah, but I've been thinking about it. Like the new 1070 I have, like it has its own like the fucking ASUS thing for overclocking or whatever, and whatever it's got itself on, it'll let itself kind of fucking hang in like the mid 70s without fucking like jamming the fan up to max, and I'd much rather something be like cooler early than kind of just like linger at a really hot temperature. And the fucking power's already loud as hell from the water cooler on the CPU.
Yeah.
So there's like 3 fans there. It wouldn't make much difference to me if they were fucking ramped up the moment this thing gets to like 60, you know?
Yeah. Man, my like GPU is like idling at 60 these days pretty much. This fucking mini ITX case. It's hot. Like 55 on idle, pretty much. Like the fans don't even kick in until 60. And even then, it's like very low amounts. But under load, it gets up to like 75.
Yeah. I'm trying to remind myself now where this one kind of will let itself get to. GPU tweak.
I've been futzing with it, like setting fan curves in my BIOS. But like I got it now where it's pretty quiet, but it does this stupid thing where it's like modulating. It's like it'll sound really quiet and I'll go you know, it's just kind of like it won't stay at a steady
Like an
temperature.
edge or whatever.
What's that?
So yeah, it's probably like right on the fucking edge of like
Yeah.
a certain temperature or whatever. It's almost like a thermostat reacting too quickly.
Yeah, it's really annoying, and I can't, like, the worst part about the BIOS on the Gigabyte, I mean the BIOS on the Gigabyte board is awful, but one of the bad parts about it is you can't set the RPM, you can only set percentages, and I'm like, what RPM is this really? Like, I know my case fans can go from like 400 RPM to 2400 RPM, but I'm like, and I know anything over 1400 RPM gets pretty loud, but trying to set like a percentage of it, I'm like, 50% is like 1200, I guess, but I don't know if that means like 50% of its max speed or 50% of its potential speed. You know, like is that 50% of 2000 because 2000 is its speed delta, or like I don't know. It just give me RPM so I can actually work with it.
Does Afterburner let you control that? That's seems to be everyone's fucking.
Oh yeah, that lets you
go-to
control
tool for-
your graphics card, but not like your case fans.
Not a
yeah.
CPU or case fans.
You guys still play World War Z?
Yes, I like it quite a bit.
Did you make it on the Epic Store?
I'm generally. Oh, my webcam seems to be fucked up.
It's on Xbox
yeah.
now too, but
Yeah, I got it on Epic Store when it was free there a while back. So get me Vigicam back up and running. My webcam. Yeah, there it is.
Curiosity, I jacked the fan speed on the GPU to max, and it does sound like the fucking thing is about to take off through the ceiling.
Yeah, well, that's what is wrong with my computer. Like those 2400 RPM fans are just too loud. I'd say my GPU fans top out at like 35%. Like I've never heard them get higher than that because like 83 is my temperature limit right now, set in MSI Afterburner.
Yeah.
Do I just have to go back to the desert or something? Like, I don't know. I need to get money to pay for the guys. Runaway 5. I wish I could walk faster. Get the ability to teleport, like, not too far in the future. That makes things getting around a lot easier. Jerk. Alright, let's gamble. Oh, I just found $1,000. That's random. Why am I going the worst way possible? Alright, I'm gonna head back.
How many you've ever like found out in the world and just like not like a wallet, but just a fucking like bill blowing in the wind.
Never
There is a
found-
wad of cash in this, isn't there? I don't know where you get it, but
Oh
isn't
yeah.
that an
Like
item?
that.
Yeah, imagine finding $1,000.
Yeah, no, like on more than one occasion, I've either myself or been with someone who's just found a $50 bill, like behind a fucking building one time, just like stuck on a rock. And once in like a bar in Clarnville, I went to the bathroom and there's literally like no one there, just me and Brad Langer. I guess other people had been there. We go to the bathroom. I go to use the urinal and there's a 50 in it. I'm like, holy fuck, I'm not touching that because it's in a urinal, but there's $50 laying there. And I go there and tell Langer, he's like, you fucking left it there? Just like runs in the bathroom.
Yeah, like
Grabs the
$50
50,
bill.
rinses it off, and
I'd
just fucking...
$50 is $50.
It depends if we're
Oh, yeah.
talking like the polymer currency.
Yeah, this was definitely like early 2000s. So
Okay.
this would have
Then
been...
Yeah, and
totally rip that
there's
shit
soap
off.
and water within 2 feet of you, so it's like...
Yeah, that's what he did. He just
wipe it
fucking
off.
brought it over to the sink and just
Yeah,
fucking
so-
like rinsed it off. I mean, you could still get water wet. And he was giving it to the bartender.
I was
You
just
can
gonna
still
say,
get
you're
water
just gonna
wet.
give it to the bartender anyway. It's not even gonna go into your pocket.
You just take it all
from
drenched in
urinal
piss
to
and like
sink
fucking,
to
here you
bartender.
go.
I guess I
You
was
can put
kind of
this on
playing
my
the
tab.
long game there because I was like, well, I'd rather not. But if I go back to the table and tell people it's tell Langer it's there, he'll definitely go there and take it.
And
So either
buy
way,
you
I'm
a
gonna
drink,
benefit.
presumably? Okay.
Did you get a finder's fee? Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he just fucking
Finder's
bought us
fee.
both drinks the rest of the night off it. You know?
There you go. Yeah.
Finder's
So it's
fee
worth it. 'cause You got
peers.
to be not the guy that took a 50
Yeah, yeah,
bucks out of
no,
the
no.
urinal, and you
Playing
benefited
3D
from
chess
it.
here.
Yeah. So you won that
Yeah.
back and forth.
Oh, I remember this part. It's hard. I love that you fight a noose. Just a walking noose.
What? You
Yeah.
fight a noose?
A
Oh
noose,
god,
yeah.
that's grim.
Kinda grim. 141 damage to the
Oh
noose.
god. That's no. It's just showing up on my stream now. A noose and a goose. That's interesting.
I think it's a duck, but yeah, it's close enough.
Semantics.
Dog turned away from me.
Wait, indeed.
A carton of cream. Great. Good. What does that do, anyway?
See the runs.
I'll have a look.
Some nice.
I'm just gonna drop it. It's like one of those condiment things that you can put on other foods to make it taste better, and I'm like, I can't be arsed.
Yeah, actually its value is like shit too, so just no point in keeping it. Yeah, it just says in strength, increased strength of your recovery. But its buy price is 4 and its sell price is 2.
Oh man.
That's like the worst item we've seen you pick up so far. I think.
I'm going to give this big bottle rocket to Jeff. I'm just gonna fuck up these moles. Where you at, mole? Got your number. Oh. Exit mice. Croissant. I don't need a fucking croissant. We don't need no stinking croissant. Picnic lunch. What is picnic? That just gives you back HP, right? When eating, you recover about 80 HP. There's even a slice of your favorite cake. What's your favorite cake? It's a poll.
Chocolate cheesecake.
Chocolate cheesecake?
Ice cream cake is the only cake.
Yes, I forgot about your love for ice cream.
It's deep.
It runs deep.
Yeah.
Dish.
Or
Mine might be some kind of Vachon cake.
Hashtag cake?
interesting choice.
Yes, because you have kids.
Oh man,
is
good
it?
ones, man. There's your Miami's. A Miami, man. I could get my fuck on in a Miami. They're a fucking coconutty creamy cake.
I'm gonna go with the local and say the turtle cheesecake.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Really? I don't want to fight these guys. Get fucked. Bow. Alright. I'd say mine have to be cheesecake as well. Love me some good cheesecake. Although I do like coconut cream as well. Coconut cream pie. I know it's not a cake, that's a pie, but yeah, whatever. I make the game. I can make up the rules.
Sandwich.
What is the hardest like kind of drug that you guys were ever prescribed on?
Prescribed?
Yes.
I
That is the key one.
Yeah, that's the key.
Yeah, I was gonna say that changes the conversation drastically.
Yeah.
This is kind of a vague term there, you know? Like, do you mean physiological side effect? Immediate,
Depends upon-
say, psychoactivity?
Depends upon what you feel like. What you feel like was the craziest one. Like it doesn't necessarily mean anything.
I don't know. I take seizure drugs every day to not have those. I was on chemo for a year and a half. These are both very different kinds of heavy drugs.
Yeah.
Chemo seems fucking crazy, man. Like, how is that?
That was wild. The radiotherapy was wild too.
Yeah.
I had the whole brain thing. As the whole getting a piece of my brain cut out was kind of wild too, but you know. But like the giant machines with this crazy like web-like mesh mask that locks your head down to the table so you don't move around.
Man.
Holy shit.
This type of fucking. Oh man.
It's fucking
Some
nightmare
lawnmower
fuel.
man stuff. I don't know. It's all weirdly sterile and hospital-like too, you know.
Yeah. Well, would it make me feel any better if I were in that situation?
Yeah. Get pinned to a table.
Like-
It feels weird.
Yeah, well, you do it like every day for like 6 weeks for like
Holy shit.
15
really?
minutes a day. The whole process is about an hour, but the actual blasting is like 15 minutes. And they're like, you know, if you want, you can bring your iPod or phone or whatever, and we can put on like music. I was like, no, man, just put on whatever is on the radio. I'm not associating anything I like with it. I was like, oh, might put
Fair
you at
enough,
ease. I'm like, yeah, right.
I didn't realize that it was that often, like every day of the week for 6 weeks, you said.
Well, that's the radiotherapy, and they give it all in one kind of big blast because that's
I
where
knew it was in a
has the
short
most
period, but I
chance
didn't
for
realize it
efficacy.
was to that level.
And it is like the blast of about 500 to 600 X-rays every time.
Holy Christ.
So I won't have to do it again because they'll only do it once ever.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, and if they, you know, like something happens again, they go back. They're like, no. The amount of radiation we give you is a lifetime in one go. If you need this again, you can't take it again.
Wow.
Although there's no like immediate effect. Except having a really crazy haircut for a while.
Anyway,
So
I had a bad tummy once. It was bad.
Yeah, I would say like I was never really prescribed too much. Really, I think like Adisol something, Adisol 30 or 40, 30s probably. Which I guess, what is that? What is that like? Is that that's codeine, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The 30 indicates the milligrams of codeine.
Right. Okay.
Pretty weak on it. They're like,
Yeah, I don't like the narcotic painkillers. Like even after the stuff, they're like, okay, you're coming down off morphine, so you have this like button to like press or whatever after the surgery. I was like, no fucking way, man. I'm fine. I'm not in that much pain. I do not want to be whacked on morphine.
mm-hmm. Yeah, they. Just given Adisol 30s. Adisol 30s didn't give a fuck. Codeine, certainly working.
Yeah, codeine's fucking dope.
They also gave me morphine too. But I didn't take it anymore.
Differently effective on different people. I just find myself fucking flattened by anything like that way too weirdly easily.
Oh yeah, like post. Like, fuck. I didn't have any in the morphine. Codeine. And plus, I was constipated.
If you thought the codeine was a lot, yeah, the morphine would have took you for quite the ride.
Constipated, so. Remember, like, oh yeah, I did wash for 3 days. Down.
Fucking Jeff. Liability, this guy.
Fucking shit. Start pulling your weight, Jeff. My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Hey Maddie, did you ever play either of the Alan Wake DLCs? Apparently there's 2. I
Wait,
only
there were
just
2?
found out about them. Yeah, there's 2 on the Xbox there. I can't remember the names of them now. Did either one of you guys play any of them?
Nightmare.
I don't think I did. I don't think I played either. No.
No, you
One is
you
called
played
The
American
Writers
Nightmare,
something
dude.
or other.
Okay, I played American Nightmare. I just couldn't remember if I did or not.
Oh, I played American Nightmare, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a separate game, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a different game.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
what? What do you mean?
I thought
Yeah,
it was
American,
DLC.
American Nightmare is a game for itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is it? Are you
Yep.
sure?
Oh, I'm positive, 100% positive, yeah.
But I mean, it's still just an expansion of sorts to the original game.
No, I mean it's definitely more of a 1.5 than it is a 2. But like, there's no parts of the original game in it. It's a standalone.
Huh.
Yeah,
Remember,
like
it's
you
more
can play
action
it with-
oriented.
It's got a whole new map that you haven't seen, even though it's an extremely small map.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just here poking at Steam. So you do not need the base game.
Oh wait, yeah.
But there's only
Yeah,
one
it's-
DLC there that I see.
What's it called?
Like, no, that's the only DLC. On way.
Yeah, it says one is called The Signal and one is called The Writer.
On Xbox?
Yeah, but it might not be on Steam because I know they're not on the Xbox app either on PC, but they're on Xbox 360. They're on like the Microsoft Store on your console.
Could it be like avatar items? Or...
I don't think so. It says episode. Yeah, it says it's a whole new episode for both. So, but I only found out about them like yesterday, and I'm like, okay. I was gonna buy them, but I was like, I didn't know like how hefty they were or anything. It's weird that they're not on Steam though, but it makes sense. Like if they're not on PC, maybe they were just like console exclusive DLCs, I guess. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Heavy.
Yeah. I just can't believe I didn't know there was DLC for that game for like this many years, having like loved the game.
Lol.
Alright. I think there's another one on this level, but alright. Let's just go down here, fuck it. Fucking gigantic ants. Super bomb. Alright. Yeah? What's that? Oh, is it that time already? Alright. Well, I killed 2 of the 3? Or 2 of the 5.
I thought you were gonna say 3 of the 2. I'm like, no, Louis.
Alright, so I'm just gonna use an exit mouse and call it here, I think. Because this place takes too fucking long. And it's getting late, and I'm a tired boy.
Bedtime then?
Good progress though, dude.
Yeah, I'm happy to pick this up again.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
It's, I don't know if I'll be able to stick with it till I beat it or not. It's such a long game, but I kind of want to stick with it and see it through. And I wouldn't mind playing like another RPG later, like maybe some fucking Chrono Trigger or something. Or talking about all those Final
Chrono Trigger would be
Fantasies.
sick.
Yeah, even playing the Final Fantasy games would be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could even do, as soon as I have, I also have the Game Pass now for 4 months. I could do
Nice.
Final Fantasy 9.
We should do the Castlevania game sometime.
Oh man, I would love
The original
to do Symphony of the
3 would be sick. Oh, Symphony of the Night would be
Night.
wild
Really
too.
fun.
I'd like to see your build compared to mine because I
What
played
is
that
a
game
man?
only recently, so I just miserable pile of secrets.
Miserable pile of secrets. But
What
enough
a
talk.
stupid line.
How about you?
Miserable pile of cigarettes.
Miserable pile of cigarettes.
That was David Hayter, wasn't it?
No.
Yeah, it's a bit
No.
too canned for.
Yeah.
David
He did
Hayter
that
wrote
game,
the
though,
X-Men
wasn't he?
movies, right?
I'm sorry. Just no.
David Hayter
Participated
wrote
in the writing of one of them. I think it was the first
Yeah,
two.
like the first
I think,
one.
yeah.
or
Really?
two.
Yeah, he's a writer.
He's,
Yeah,
he's a Hollywood writer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he didn't write the whole script or anything, but like he had
contributed.
he was mentioned as a writer at least.
Wow. That's incredible. Well, good chatting, guys. Thanks for showing up and shooting the shit. It was a lot of fun.
Word.
Yeah, man.
Been fine earthbinding with yous.
Always
The
a time.
Earthbinder.
The Earthbinder. All right. Have a good night, guys.
Catch
All right,
you
man.
guys.
Peace, dude.
Later.
Peace.